after several days of running around the north coast of California here. We are finally getting ready to start our hike of the Lost Coast, or I should say get on the shuttle. We're at the Black Sands Beach trailhead, just waiting for the shuttle to get up. It looks like there's another 5 to 8 people here, so it should be a pretty tight shuttle going up there, but we'll start our adventure here pretty soon. Can't wait. After about a 2-hour drive, we made it to Mattola Beach trailhead, and we are heading out. I can hear the ocean from here. We saw it on the way in, but we are going to head out on our trip. Finally, we're excited. 6 months ago this morning, Karen and I were both on our computers getting ready to hit buttons to get these permits, and luckily we got them. So here we go. Almost off the dunes and into the beach. It's gorgeous. We just came up off the beach a little bit there to get back onto the trail here. I'm sure we're gonna have plenty of beach walking, but it is definitely slow going on there. It's really soft and you sink in a lot. The first kind of private inn holdings there, you got 2 little cabins. Not too shabby. I wonder how often they get used. And up ahead is the lighthouse, so we can get there and take a break. Made it into the lighthouse. Now I'm going to attempt to get up top here. Ooh, narrow. First elephant seal right below the lighthouse there. Oh, there's a baby one too. We've been walking mostly on trail since we got out of the lighthouse there. It makes it much easier. That sand is rougher than I thought to walk in. Beautiful day, nice breeze. It's pretty warm actually. We think that's Sea Lion Rock right in front of us there, full of sea lions or elephant seals, one of them. Pretty cool. Interesting down here, the water is a lot bluer and a lot less murky looking than it was when we started. Started to switch over about the lighthouse. We got a little campsite here just on the other side of Seal Rock there before we start heading down this way. I think we're about 0.6 miles from the impassable zone and about 2 miles from Cooksey, where we're going to camp. So 12:30, we got to make good time. They say it's about 1 mile per hour in this next section. So right, we got our tent set up a little early. It's 2:30. We got here about 1:45 or so, and then I think we had enough time to get through the next mile and a half to the impassable zone. So we set up here and we're just gonna sit back and relax. Not too bad of a place. This is the biggest agave with stalking I think I've ever seen. I know I've ever seen. It's about 7:30 or so, just sitting out here relaxing, laying out for the last hour and a half or so. Cool wind, sun's still up. Had a good dinner, mashed potatoes with pulled pork, which is really good. And so I'll probably hang out here, I don't know, another half hour, try to get to bed early tonight, and we'll get at it again tomorrow. Try to get 7 miles and maybe get before the next hospital. Talk to you in the morning. Good morning. It's day 2. Woke up to a nice morning. Actually slept really well last night. Finally about 11:30 or so I got cool enough to pull the sleeping bag up, but I slept in really good. Tent's dry this morning. We have a slight fog out there, but nothing too bad. So we're getting packed up slowly and we're gonna head out. We have to finish this impassable zone this morning, and once we get past that, it's kind of easy going. There isn't one more impassable zone, but that's for tomorrow. So we'll see. Maybe we have a big group behind us. Looks like they have about 10 people, 12 people, so we'll try to get to camp before they do, and they take a spot that we might want. But other than that, it is going to be a great day. And we are off. Making it's a little after 8:30. The 3 feet zone is still a half hour away, but at least as we go through this, the water's going to be going down rather than going up. So anywhere that looks sketchy, we can just stop and rest a little bit until it gets down past it. So we'll see how today goes. Hopefully as awesome as yesterday. Another old homestead. There's actually another barn down there, but the cool thing is right out here, right about there, is a bathtub. Imagine if they use that at a time. That'd be really cool. Also another giant agave. All right, we are dropping back down to the beach. There was a spot right before we dropped down here, enough for about 2-3 tents. There are a couple of tents there this morning, but we're gonna head down here. I don't know how far we're gonna be able to go, but we'll take a look. We're hitting this section right at the start of the 3-foot receding tide line. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of beach there. It's enough to walk on. You can see all the rocks are these cobblestones all over. So a little hard to make fast progress, but it sure is pretty. We definitely got a little pinch point right here. I'm gonna go see if we can get through it or not. About to time it so we don't get hit with waves. All right, we did make it through that section, but we had to move fast to and time the waves a little bit. I got another section right in front of us. Right there, we're gonna have to time as well. So we'll wait till it goes down a little bit. Our first danger noodle of the trip. Nice and mellow. I'm guessing this is the Kuski that we are, Kuski or however you said, that we were heading for last night. Oh, nice big creek. Plenty of water. All right, we made it to Randall Creek, which is the end of impassable zone number 2. Hopefully it's done with all those long sections of rock walking as well, but we'll see. We're gonna come up here, have lunch, relax a little bit, and then we'll get going in a little while. Had a nice lunch at Randall Creek, and since we've been leaving there, the beach has been much more like this, these nice kind of pebbles rather than the big rocks. There are some big rock sections, but not as bad as it was before. Hopefully those are over for a while. We came up to another friend here on the beach. He's just chilling. We've been walking this strip for a couple hundred yards now, and it's just full of urchins shells. And this is our little camp spot here in Big Creek. There's another one right over there and a couple over there right in front of this. And this area is where the stream comes down. Real pretty area. Wow, what a day that turned out to be. This was a tough day. I'm not sure how many miles we did, probably less than 8, but holy cow. Walking in the sand and over those boulders this morning took it out. Sand walking's like 2 miles for every one that you just sink in with every step. I think we were all happy to get to camp tonight and know where we're all beat. We're staying at Big Creek tonight. Not quite where we wanted to get, but about as far as we could make it. We were all dying. Really tough. Tomorrow we have about 3 miles we have to get to before the start of the impassable zone, but our timetable is at noon. It starts getting sorry, not noon, 11. It starts getting impassable, so we're going to get up and try to get out of camp by 8. We were really only moving a mile per hour today with stops and everything. It was tough, but we all hung in there. We did good. Kate did good. Karen did good. I did good as well. But it's beautiful here. We saw lots of wildlife today, which made it really cool. We saw a rattlesnake and a sea lion, and then what do we see? Some kind of hawk or eagle, actually. It looked like maybe a golden. It was beautiful. We saw 2 otters in the ocean. I saw 2 deer, probably blacktails. When we passed them, they ran down and frolicked in the ocean a little bit. We saw a dead seal, which was sad. It was kind of all chewed up and gnarly looking. Couple seals in the water as well, but it was a good day. We had a really good time. We got to camp. There's one other group here that actually father and daughter, I think they took the shuttle with us the other day, and they were here a little bit before us. We kind of played leapfrog all day, but it was a good day. It's a really nice campground. There's probably enough for 4 or 5 different little spots here. Nice water. We all took a little bath in the water, got cleaned up. Just rinsed off really quick and feel much better with that. So I'm gonna call it a day. Day 2 was good, but like I said, it was really tough. Much tougher than what I thought, but we're happy. We're doing good. We will talk to you in the morning. Good morning from day 3. We woke to a misty morning. Not too cold out here, probably in the 60s, but you can feel the mist all around it. You can barely see the ocean if I turn the camera here. And the mountains we could see so clearly last night. Not too bad last night. It's comfortable sleeping. Like I said, it got a little cooler, but not too bad. We got all packed up probably by 7:30 and started off, and then we had to cross the stream right by our campsite, and unfortunately we had to drop the shoes off, take shoes off, and put some camp sandals on across because it wasn't shallow enough just to wade across without getting wet. If it would have been later in the day, sure I would have done it, but I don't want to walk all day with wet shoes. So once again, we got about 3 miles we got to get before the first impassable zone in 3 hours. So Hopefully we'll do better today than yesterday, especially early this morning. And then I think it's a 4 to 5 mile impassable zone that we have about 5 hours to do. So we got to make sure we're keeping our pace up today and having fun. But we will talk to you down the trail. How was the water crossing this morning?
Very wet and cold.
Very wet and cold. It wasn't that cold.
Yes, it was.
Nothing like starting your day off here with a little rock scrambling again. Hopefully it doesn't last too long. I found a bit of a trail here on the edge of the steep incline away from the ocean. We're making decent time at least. Not too bad. We took a steep little uphill here, which is taking us off the beach. Not sure if we have to or not, but there are a bunch of footprints and there's a trail up here. So I don't know if this is like a high water bypass or what. It was really steep, so it was fun getting up here. It's almost like we're cheating now. A little 2-track here. This is what we needed this morning before going into that big impassable section. This will definitely help us get there in time, I think. And you know, push those 4 or 5 miles through there, which will be kind of tough, but we'll get it. All right, looks like we are back to our beach hiking here, maybe. Big creek we gotta cross again, and we'll be on there. The ocean is, the waves are the biggest we've seen so far. Real big swells today. This is by far the biggest creek crossing we've had, probably double the size, triple the size of anything so far. Not sure we're gonna stay totally dry in this first part, but we'll see. Alright, I think our easy walking for today is done, and looks like we head down here. Alright, we're heading back down to the ocean after a little break there. We talked to 2 ladies in California. We're nice to chat with. It's 10:30, about half hour before our tide window, but we're going to give this a shot. And if it doesn't work, all we have to do is wait it out a little bit. So we're going to see how this goes. Yeah, we got a little waterfall here. I think we're gonna have to navigate this somehow. Maybe a little bit farther. I'm gonna shut this off. Here we go through impassable zone number 3, our last one. It's about 4.3 miles, I think, through here. So we got about 5.5 hours to make it, so we should be fine. Our first pinch point just after we started, maybe 100 yards down. I think we got it. Whew. We have a bit of this, so I'm going to leave my camera off. Well, we started to go through the impassable zone, but 2 ladies in front of us came back, so we decided to hang out here for a little bit. We're still getting some up pretty high there, right where we have to go. So probably 11:20-ish, 11:30-ish, we finally decided to push on through here. Slowly going down. We just got to keep our eyes open for any big waves coming in, but so far so good. We just stopped and had lunch by the creek back there. The walking's been okay. It's been on rocks most of it, but they're not the big ones that we had in the second impassable zone. They're easier. They're more like a scree field that you can kind of walk on top of them. We get some sand mixed in like I'm walking on now, but so far we're doing good. I think we have 3 more miles to go to the end of this, so we should be able to make it, hopefully. If not, that's not good. We've been on this nice section of beach here for a little while that is great for walking. Not slipping in, not sliding in, not really compacting, but it's soft. And out there we have a pelican party. There must be 30, 40 different pelicans out there. Pretty cool. Must be a school of fish or something. We made it to Gitchell Creek in the end of the last impassable zone. So I know we're gonna go here and take a good long break and make some decisions if we're gonna push on or rest here. I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but at least half-hour break. Whew, once again, I'm tired. It wasn't nearly as bad as yesterday as far as the material we had to rock on, but it was still pretty tiring. Got my legs soaking right now. That left ankle is killing me, so we're gonna rest up here at least a little bit. I think I heard that it's like 2 miles to the next campground. I don't know if we're gonna be up for that or not, but 4.5 out, so that's not too bad if we decide to just do that in the morning. I'll talk to you in a little bit. All right, we decided to camp here at Gitchell Creek. None of us really wanted to move, so we got just under a 4-mile hike to the finish tomorrow, which isn't too bad. We got a little yard sale going there on the fly, letting it dry out, and just kind of chilling. It's nice. I'm gonna go for a little walk and see what I can find. Good morning from day 4. It's about 8 o'clock and we are headed on our final 4 miles back to Shelter Cove. We had 2 other parties join us last night, or they were in that campground a little bit farther down from us, but slept pretty good. Woke up to a really soaking wet rainfall again, so hopefully remember to take care of that once we get back to the car. But like I said, 4 more miles and the trip is done. It's been a great trip. Tough, but great. I know I keep saying that, but ooh, a lot harder than I thought. So here we go. It's turning into a beautiful morning here. The sun's coming out, burning off the mist there, starting to get warm. We're gonna take this jacket off soon. Walking's been okay. Mainly kind of semi-packed sand and little cobbly rocks that even smaller than yesterday, so it makes it going not too bad. Okay, right in front of us there is Split Rock. We'll probably go to the left as the tide is still coming in. Don't want to risk it too much, but we'll see what it looks like when we get up here. Looking back at Split Rock from the far side as we came through, we came up the higher way there. Karen came the lower. Either way it works at this tide level. All right, we're a little ways to the end. Right up on this hillside above Kate's Head there is our exit house that we're looking for. I know we have to come up here, and I think there's a little Half Moon Bay maybe. I'm trying to remember, maybe not. But the hike is almost done. 3/4 mile max, I think. All right, we've made it to Black Sands Beach. Could have been called Black Sands Coast, but you know, the whole thing was covered black. Beautiful day to end on. Exit is right up there, almost there. All right, here it is. It's a wrap on the Lost Coast Trail.